Man with that 20 stack, if my bro see that, you ain't getting that back. And I ain't gonna lie, more time, I don't wanna rap. Keisha got more bodies than gang, and I bet she's still gonna cap. Slim ting with a waist, can I look like Kyle, look Ray? More time with her face on L, look mate. Can't get caught up town with.
What's good, people? It's your boy Rhino. Welcome to MGTV. This is Let's Talk United. This is my Manchester United match reaction. Yeah. Everton 0, Manchester United 3. And let me just quickly check my audio. Yeah, my audio levels are good. Yeah, Everton 0, Manchester United 3. 3 points on the board. Clean sheet for Onana. And a good away win. It wasn't the best. You know, first half I thought were absolutely terrible. Especially towards the second half of the first half. Absolutely terrible. The midfield battle was lost. Lindelof was absolutely awful. He kept giving away the ball. The players were relying on Onana too much. They kept passing back to him instead of trying to progress the ball. Second half was a bit better. To be honest, Everton had the better XG. They had the more chances, and they just weren't clinical. They were bad. If they could put the ball in the back of the net, we might have a different story. But at the end of the day, it's all about being clinical. It's all about winning the game. And we won the game, and we are winning through bad form. So there's some positives I can take, you know. And like the video, by the way, subscribe, leave a comment down below. If you do subscribe, please put post notifications on as well. Yeah, like I said, there is some positives. Kobbie Mainoo is looking very, very promising. He's a baller. He's a baller. I could see it. As much as he hasn't done it in the Premier League, there's certain instances where you can see someone's a baller. And Kobbie Mainoo is surely one of them. He's a baller. He's a baller. His reading of the game is brilliant. His positioning, his intensity, his there's a word his physicality. Great. It's very good. And I just hope he can be very consistent and we can play to his strengths. He doesn't really have many weaknesses. He's very careful on the ball. He knows how to progress the ball. He hardly loses the ball as well. So his ball retention is quite good. And I think against the bigger teams like Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, the more attacking teams, we can play a pivot with him and Amrabat. I saw Ten Hag took Mainoo off and put Amrabat on. Mainoo had a brilliant performance. And Garnacho's goal, absolutely world-class goal. And this is what I mean. A lot of people have been skeptical about Garnacho. Fair enough, you know. I feel like last season he had his breakout season, and this season he started off a bit slow. He's not really a good starter, but he's still young. So I don't get why we can give him his props last season, but then we can change our mind and say he's not ready. It's not that he's never been ready. Even when he had his breakout season last season, he wasn't ready yet. He's still raw. It's a bit like Haaland. Haaland's performing amazingly in the Champions League. He's also hasn't really scored in the Premier League, but you can see there's something there. And Garnacho just has to get used to starting games and be more involved in the game and not always try and beat a man. Sometimes recycle the ball, sometimes start again, sometimes maybe whip it, you know. He just needs to kind of analyze what's around him a bit more. And people need to support Garnacho a bit more as well, because sometimes he does get isolated. But yeah, going back to Kobbie Mainoo, even him being isolated as a 6, it worked. And maybe this is what Ten Hag is trying to do. He's trying to find somebody that can do all the dirty work. But I worry because over time I think it will become too strenuous on Kobbie Mainoo. So I feel like certain games he needs support, and people like McTominay, who was playing in the midfield, have to come and support him a lot more. But obviously there's a difference in class between Mainoo and McTominay, honestly. And I've been calling for Kobbie Mainoo. And everyone keeps saying, oh, he's not ready, he's 18. I think he's ready. My only concern was him coming back from injury and if he would still be the Kobbie Mainoo that we saw in preseason. And we can clearly see it. I'll hope to see it against bigger teams, the likes of when we play City again, when we've got Liverpool in December. You know, we've got Tottenham, I believe, or maybe I'm mistaken. We've got Liverpool, we've got Chelsea coming up. I would like to see how he performs, but I'm quite confident that, he's going to be on the onwards and upwards scale. But yeah, 3-0, take the 3 points. Our midfield has to improve. I was happy that we were clinical in this game. We scored more than one goal away from home, but Everton did put it on a plate for us as well. But I have to give the team some credit in being able to put the ball back in the net. Marshall up front was working this game. The link-up play was a lot better. He was holding the line quite well. That's some things that Højlund can learn from Marshall as well. But I'm not going to get too gassed because Marshall, I've seen him start in the middle and we've played bad. So I don't want this game to be a thing where the wool is pulled over my eyes and all of a sudden I think we're back. Ten Hag, you've got the 3 points. We've won through bad performance. Now you need to improve. And even like I was saying to my boy Firms, big up Firms from FNR Beats, Firms was saying build the team around Kobbie Mainoo. And I agree with that because I feel like he's somebody we have to protect. Let's protect these young players. Kobbie Mainoo, Garnacho, Højlund, Pelestri. Let's start getting them involved more and then surround these young players by the experienced players, and we can get some good ballers out of them. But Ten Hag needs to sort out this midfield. And like I said, there was many points where Lindelof was awful. Onana made some good saves. Another clean sheet for Onana. Onana's confidence is brewing as well. The back four need to step it up, man. I'm not sure if Varane was in the bench. Let me even search it. I'm not sure if Varane was on the bench. Let's see quickly. Give me 2 seconds, people. But yeah, Garnacho's goal was absolutely fantastic. Class. Beautiful, beautiful strike. And what I was going to say about Garnacho is that those are the moments that make someone a superstar, because not every type of person scores them kind of goals, It's not every day someone scores a goal like that. I just want to see who was on the bench quickly. I'm just going through the Man United site. Maybe I should have. Let me just go on BBC Sport. I guess I'll get to what I'm looking for a lot quicker. Man United, Everton. See, if I was live, it would be handy because I know the chat would tell me, line up. Okay. So on the bench, Amrabat regular. Oh, Varane was on the bench. Okay, yeah. Varane needs to Varane needs to be implemented into this team. It's good to see him on the bench because we heard all the rumors about him and Ten Hag falling out, and I don't even want to get into all of that. I'm just gonna wait and see these next few games and see what happens. But yeah, bad performance, but we got the win. There's some positives there. Garnacho, there's still some things he can work on, but absolutely world-class goal. If we can see more of them kind of goals and see him more involved and him being the clinical Garnacho that he was last season, then it will be great. That will be good for his confidence. He was fabulous. Mainoo, for me, world-class performance this game. I'm not calling him world-class. He's still raw. He's still young. The age doesn't mean nothing because you can still be world-class at any age. But he had a world-class performance today. And if I want to see it against the big teams, and I want to see it consistently, and I want to see the midfield being protected. And I don't want him to go out on a limb. You saw what happened to Casemiro. Yes, he's significantly older, but him taking on that role for many, many games by himself, it's going to be a lot of strain on Kobbie Mainoo. He's still young, so I hope we can get the midfield balance right where he can do his thing and he's protected at the same time. Lindelof was poor in quite most cases in the first half. I think second half he improved. The defense needs to improve as a unit. Our positioning, just how we are in set pieces and stuff. Every time we concede the corner, I worry for Man United. So that needs to improve. Second half, the front three did their thing. Martial, Bruno gave the ball to Rashford for him to take the penalty. He said in the interview that will help build his confidence. And, you saw how he played after he scored a penalty. He was more in the game. So Rashford's starting to improve. He was decent. The front three was decent. Pelestri came on, made an impact. He was quite good as well. McTominay, yeah, average performance, did what he had to do, but I want to see him showing for the ball a lot more and helping Kobbie Mainoo out. Amrabat came on, and for me, I like Amrabat, so that was decent. And that's pretty much it, man. There's a few positives. I'm not getting too excited or too gassed. I just want to see how we perform in the next few games, and if we can keep progressing bit by bit, and we can still get the wins out of these bad performances and start improving the performances, then absolutely perfect. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you put post notifications on. And as always, tell a friend to tell a friend. If I've missed out anything, let me know, man. Let me know in the comments, man. It's your boy Rhino, and I'm out. Peace.
Man with that 20 stack, if my bro see that, you ain't getting that back. And I ain't gonna lie, more time, I don't wanna rap. Keisha got more bodies than gang, and I bet she's still gonna cap. Slim ting with a waist. Can I look like Koi, look real? More time, my face on L, look me. Can't get caught up, down with big.